Hey guys, this is Milo West coming at you with the very first vlog for my channel, Illuminated Lake. I had not planned on doing vlogs. I have a hard enough time updating my blog, but Brittany Lee had suggested it a couple times, and the major catalyst though was the fact that today is the 45th anniversary of Star Trek. I'm a huge Trekkie, and since I finally had a decent topic for a vlog, I thought I'd give one a shot. So, Star Trek. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Guess I'll start at the beginning. I obviously was not around in the 60s when Star Trek first came out. My mom was really little even, so she watched some of it growing up. My dad watched a little, but you know, nothing too big. It only lasted 3 seasons originally. But when I first came into I was born into Star Trek, pretty much, because I was born in the late 80s, as the Next Generation came on TV. So basically, I have never existed in a time without Star Trek. Some of my earliest memories are watching Star Trek with my dad on Sundays. Next Generation, I think it was Sundays. Gosh, now I'm going to look like a liar if I look that up and it's wrong. Maybe it wasn't Sundays, but I remember that it's something my dad and I would do together. Sometimes my mom would join us, but it was kind of a thing I did with my dad. And, you know, the odd thing was I was a very shy, introverted, quiet, easily frightened child. But Star Trek, you know, although I do the, you know, looking through your fingers thing, I loved it. I watched it all the time. It's, you know, they have the scary aliens and the weapons and all that stuff, but although, you know, it would frighten me a little at first, I'd come back for more. Not like the X-Files, where the theme song scared the heck out of me and I would go hide under my bed. Not like that. But I don't know how much of the lessons that I picked up from the episodes, or if it was something like that. I, you know, realized there was something good in them despite the scary aliens. The characters were interesting, and you can say what you want about the Next Generation. I mean, I'm not that big of a fan, you know, at this point in time, but, I mean, come on. Data, Captain Picard, Commander Riker, Deanna Troi, Beverly Crusher, Geordi LaForge. I mean, interesting characters, you know? I mean, so for a long time it was the Next Generation and the movies. Oh my gosh, loved the movies. My younger brother and sister and I were all, well, still are, obsessed with Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. My little sister called it Star Trek Wales, so that's kind of what we know it as. Can we watch Star Trek Wales? Oh, look, Star Trek Wales is on TV. So that's fun. So the movies were how we got into the original series characters. And probably some reruns, although, you know, again, grew up in a little farm town out in the middle of nowhere, and we only got 5 channels, so, you know, you were kind of limited in what you could watch. And I'm not sure if they reran original series episodes or not where we could watch them, but, you know, basically the movies got us into it, and so now we had, you know, 2 sets of characters to work with. But where I really, really got into Star Trek was when I was about, what would have been, 5, maybe going on 6. I think I was 5. I remember it was summer-ish, probably late spring. I think it was like late May, maybe mid-May, but it felt like summer. We kids had all just had a bath. I remember my hair was like wet and sticking to the back of my nightgown, and you know, I was trying to comb it out and dry it, and my dad yells all excited from the living room, "Oh my gosh, guys, come look, there's a new Star Trek on TV." So of course we go bolting in there, and the theme song's starting up, and you know, we're watching this new ship go like around a sun with a little explosion coming off of it. The sun, not the ship. You know, very, very beautiful, very cinematic, and the ship comes around and it shows it going through this blue-green gaseous kind of vapor out in space, and then I see the words Kate Mulgrew as Captain Catherine Janeway, and I was like, wait, there's a girl captain? Excited beyond belief. could not, I was just, there's not even words for it, I was so excited. Gender equality is still a developing thing. We're getting better, but we're not quite there yet. Mostly I experienced it, in boys, oh, girls can't do that, you can't play, you're a girl, and, junk like that. Probably some boys I played with at school. Power Rangers were really big in the mid-90s there, I think, and I suppose there was a girl Power Ranger, but boys typically assumed the superhero Power Ranger fighting kind of thing, and they'd be like, oh, you can't play with us, you're a girl. I'm like, yeah, well, Captain Janeway could kick the Power Rangers' butt, so there. So she gave me this incredible role model, and it probably sounds cheesy, like I'm overdoing it, and I know there are a lot of people who have problems with the character of Captain Janeway, but she was really someone I could look up to. She had this presence about her. She was my role model, my person to look up to. I seriously think she would give, Captain Kirk a run for his money. Definitely Captain Picard. I mean, it's great that he's so intellectual and everything, but at the same time, I don't know, he lacks that spark for me that Captain Janeway really has. Probably also has something to do with the fact that she has red hair, and my mom had red hair, and my second favorite character, which was Commander Chakotay, had black hair. My dad had black hair. And so in my little, 5, 6, 7-year-old mind, I'm like, oh, it would be so cool if they had a kid and I could play that kid on TV. So, little kids and their pipe dreams. But, is that even the right word? I don't know. I'm just babbling now. So, yeah, in conclusion, 45 years of Star Trek. Congratulations to the whole franchise, to the Gene Roddenberry family, to everyone who's involved in it. Leonard Nimoy, William Shatner. Congrats, everyone. I mean, when this came on the air, no one thought it would be this worldwide phenomenon like it is. And it's meant a lot to me in my life. Star Trek taught me to dream, to think things could be like that, things could be better, the whole planet could get along. It's meant a lot to me, and so I thank everyone involved in it for bringing it to this state where we're celebrating 45 years of this little TV show that, got canceled twice, only had 3 seasons, and yet came back in such a way that here we are still talking about it, still making movies, spin-offs, everything. It's meant a lot, and I'm really glad it's around. So, happy 45th anniversary to Star Trek, and live long and prosper, everyone. Thanks for listening.